Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into something really timely, leadership, specifically in this age of AI.
Yeah, it's everywhere now, isn't it?
It really is, and we've pulled some key insights from a discussion with Professor Ramcharan. We're aiming this squarely at you if you need the crucial info fast.
Right. Cutting through the noise.
Exactly. Think of it as your quick guide to navigating work and leadership as AI keeps, well, growing. Our thoughts today come straight from reflecting on that chat with Professor Charan. We touched on business ownership, AI's real impact, lots of ground covered.
So let's jump in.
Okay. First up, this interesting contrast Professor Charan noted between, say, family business owners and professional managers.
Oh, yeah, that was fascinating.
Yeah.
The owners, they just inherently get the whole picture, don't they? Every decision, every detail, it hits their bottom line, their legacy, it's personal.
Totally. They feel it all.
But for professionals, especially working in those family businesses, getting that same, 360-degree view, that's the challenge, and it's vital.
Vital for making a real difference. Yeah. You can't just stay in your lane.
Exactly. It's about seeing how all the pieces connect across the whole company.
And speaking of connecting pieces, the way Professor Charan talked about AI, it really clicked. He basically said, look, AI is just applied algorithms.
Right. It sounds complex, but his take was surprisingly straightforward.
Yeah. It's like humans use their own sort of internal algorithms all the time to make decisions, right? Processes, rules of thumb.
Our own mental models.
AI just takes those kinds of processes and, well, runs them incredibly fast at huge scale using computers.
Precisely. It demystifies it a bit. It's like quantifying human decision-making, but supercharged.
Which then leads to a pretty clear mandate for leaders, doesn't it?
It does. He was very clear. Senior managers have to get educated about this algorithm era. You don't need to be a coder,
We're going to talk
necessarily,
about coding.
but you absolutely need to understand the logic behind it, what these systems can do, how they work, their strengths, their limitations too.
Got to grasp the fundamentals. Now, another point that came up was about cognitive ability. Intelligence is key, obviously, but
But it's not the only thing anymore. That was a big one. In today's world, just being smart isn't enough.
so what else is needed?
The ability to handle complexity, to really grapple with all the interconnected parts of modern business, it's equally important, maybe even more so sometimes.
Okay, so intelligence plus navigating complexity.
Yeah. And things like, say, an MBA often give you tools and frameworks specifically for dealing with that kind of complex, messy reality.
Makes sense, seeing the big tangled picture. On the flip side, though, there was this pretty stark warning.
Ah, the obsolescence of the brain.
Yeah. Sounds dramatic, but the point is crucial, right?
Absolutely. It's a wake-up call. You just have to keep learning, continuously engaging your mind. If you stop, you risk becoming outdated fast.
And that applies to everyone, not just leaders.
Everyone. And the good news, I suppose, is that learning opportunities are everywhere now. Media, books, podcasts like this one.
True. And talking to people who know things.
Definitely. Conversations are key. The tricky part, of course, is sifting through it all. Finding what's reliable, what's actually useful amidst all the noise.
It can feel overwhelming, for sure.
But, Professor Charan's underlying message was powerful in this day and age.
That's really no excuse.
No excuse for not learning, not adapting. The resources are there. The need is definitely there.
Okay, so let's quickly recap the core takeaways for you listening. We've talked about needing that total, holistic business view.
Understanding AI as applied algorithms, essentially quantified decision-making.
Managers needing that algorithmic literacy, getting the basics.
Balancing pure smarts with the skill to handle complex situations.
The absolute necessity of lifelong learning to avoid that brain obsolescence.
And finally, just the sheer abundance of ways to learn, even with the challenge of filtering.
It really boils down to staying curious and being proactive about adapting.
Couldn't agree more.
So, to leave you with something to think about, considering how fast AI is moving and this huge emphasis on constant learning, what's one specific concrete step you can take, maybe even today, to make sure your skills and your way of thinking stay sharp and relevant?
A really practical question to ponder.
Definitely. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.